In the forgotten pages of time where gods and monsters clashed, one legend stands above the rest. The tale of a vengeful storm god and an eight-headed terror, Yamata no Orochi, a beast so fearsome that even the bravest warriors dared not speak its name. But one god, cast down from the heavens, would change everything. This is his story. Cast out from the celestial realm for his reckless ways, Susanoo, the god of storms, wandered the lands of men, his fate uncertain. He had angered the high gods, his temper as wild as the raging storms he commanded. But as he drifted through the mortal world, lost and aimless, destiny had a challenge waiting for him, one that would carve his name into the very fabric of legend. In a quiet valley, a family wept. Their eyes, heavy with sorrow, told a tale of suffering. Every year their village trembled under the shadow of a monstrous serpent with 8 heads and 8 tails, a beast that devoured their daughters one by one. And now only one remained, Kushinada Hime, their last and dearest child. Desperation filled the air like a thick fog, for they knew that soon she too would be lost to the creature's insatiable hunger. Yamata no Orochi, a terror of unimaginable size, a nightmare made flesh. Its scales shimmered like molten metal, its fangs like daggers, and its eyes, burning, unholy embers, held no mercy. With each of its 8 heads craving blood, no mortal could stand against it. Warriors had tried, legends had been lost in its jaws, and now its hunger led it to this final, helpless maiden. But Susanoo, he was no mere mortal. He did not fear the beast, he welcomed the challenge. Susanoo knew brute force alone wouldn't be enough. A beast of such size, such wrath, could not be bested by mere strength. No, he would need cunning, he would need strategy. And so he devised a trap, one that would lull even a monster into submission. He ordered the villagers to prepare 8 barrels of the strongest sake, a drink so potent that even the mightiest warrior could barely stand after a sip. If his plan worked, Yamata no Orochi would not see the dawn. As the night fell, the trap was set. Orochi, drawn by the scent of sake, drank deeply, its monstrous heads dipping into the barrels one by one. And soon, the beast swayed. It staggered. Its roars, once deafening, slurred into drunken growls. That was the moment Susanoo had been waiting for. He unsheathed his blade, his eyes burning with purpose. With a battle cry that shook the heavens, he charged. His sword, like a bolt of lightning, slashed through flesh and scale. One head fell, then another. Each stroke of his blade carved history into the night, until at last, silence. The monster lay still. The nightmare was over. But the tale did not end there. As Susanoo stood over the beast's lifeless form, something caught his eye, a glimmer within the serpent's belly. With a final, deliberate strike, he cut open the monster's body and reached inside. What he pulled forth would change the fate of empires. A sword, gleaming with divine power, unlike any blade the world had ever seen. The Kusanagi no Tsurugi. A weapon not meant for mortals, a treasure fit only for kings. It would become one of Japan's 3 sacred treasures, a symbol of power and legacy. And so, the story was written in blood and steel. From outcast to hero, Susanoo had carved his name into legend. The terror of Orochi was no more. The people rejoiced, Kushinada Hime was saved, and the storm god had found his purpose once more. But his tale, it would echo for eternity, passed down through generations, whispered by firelight, a legend that would never fade. Heroes, monsters, gods, and myths, the echoes of the past still resonate today. If you love myths, legends, and epic battles, then join us. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know which legendary tale we should bring to life next. The past is alive. Are you ready to explore it?